There's not a fucking chance in hell he's clean. Not a chance in hell.
What if the most iconic body in Hollywood,
As big as The Rock is, at 50,
the one built on years of blood, sweat, and insane muscle mass, wasn't as untouchable as we thought?
that guy, you know what he does? He just goes to the gym. The Rock, 2 hours sleep.
A lot of steroids.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the man who once towered over us all with his jaw-dropping, superhero-like physique, has recently dropped a staggering 50 pounds of muscle.
I've lost 60 pounds.
And no, this isn't about him getting older or trying to look leaner for some new year, new me moment.
The Rock took something and it gave him gynecomastia and then he never touched it again.
Sources say this drastic change has left fans, fitness experts, and even Hollywood insiders scratching their heads. Was it just for a movie role like he claims? Or could something much darker be lurking behind the scenes? This wasn't a slow and steady process. It was an overnight transformation that raised more questions than answers. If you've ever looked at The Rock and thought, that's what hard work looks like, brace yourself. You might be in for a shock. What if that body wasn't all natural? And what if everything he's built, every endorsement, every film, every image was built on a lie? Stick around, because the truth behind The Rock's shocking transformation might just destroy everything you thought you knew about celebrity perfection. For years, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wasn't just a man. He was a walking symbol of strength. His muscles didn't just turn heads, they defined an era. From dominating the WWE to becoming one of Hollywood's most bankable stars, The Rock's massive physique was a constant part of his identity. You couldn't think of him without picturing that hulking frame, those bulging biceps, and that undeniable charisma. It wasn't just about fitness, it was about power. But now, insiders are saying something huge is happening behind the scenes. That signature muscle, it's disappearing, slowly but unmistakably. In 2025, fans were left reeling as The Rock started shedding weight, 50 pounds of muscle to be exact, and the shift didn't happen in a slow, gradual way. This was a sudden transformation that had everyone from fitness experts to movie insiders raising eyebrows. Was it really for a movie role, as The Rock claims, or was there something else at play here, something the public isn't seeing? Because here's the kicker: when you've built your career on being the biggest, the strongest, and the most unstoppable, what happens when you suddenly shed all that weight? Could this be the beginning of a much bigger story than anyone realized? In 2025, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson shocked the world by shedding 50 pounds of pure muscle, and it didn't happen over months or years. Sources close to the actor say the transformation was fast, almost jarring in how quickly it unfolded. Imagine watching someone go from towering titan to a much leaner, almost unrecognizable version of themselves. And it wasn't just about trimming fat, it was about losing muscle mass, and a lot of it. Fans were left scratching their heads, trying to figure out what could cause such a drastic shift.
My muscles are gone, and I've lost 60 pounds.
The Rock attributed it to a new film role, where he needed to embody the physicality of MMA fighter Mark Kerr, who was known for being shredded, not bulked up. But here's the catch: what if this drastic body change wasn't as simple as a movie role? Insiders hint that this transformation could be the result of more than just diet and training. Could performance enhancers have been a key part of The Rock's previous superhuman physique? And if so, what happens when that support system gets cut off? The timing is too perfect, the shift too sharp, and it has people wondering, is this really the full story? Or are we only seeing the surface of a much deeper transformation? The Rock has a story. He says the reason behind this drastic transformation is a new movie role, where he's portraying former MMA fighter Mark Kerr. The plan: shed muscle, lean out, and become the shredded version of himself that mirrors Kerr's body type. On paper, it sounds reasonable. After all, actors change their bodies for roles all the time. But here's the twist. Sources close to the actor say there's something off about how fast this change happened. It wasn't just a few months of cutting back on calories or switching up workouts. It was an almost overnight shift, one that's raised more than a few eyebrows. And the real question here is, can a 50-pound muscle loss really be explained away by a movie role? Could anyone, even someone as disciplined as The Rock, lose that much muscle that fast and still come out looking healthy, let alone strong?
I believe that The Rock has now lowered his doses. I don't think he's 100% natural. When you go from abusing steroids for perhaps 30 straight years, your body is going to shut down.
Some experts in the fitness world think not. The suddenness of the shift has people wondering if there's more going on here than just diet and training. Could The Rock have been relying on something else to maintain that massive physique in the first place? And now, with the film wrap, the real fallout is starting to show. Hollywood is no stranger to extreme body transformations. From Christian Bale's wild weight swings to Jared Leto's extreme methods, actors have long pushed their bodies to the limit for roles. But The Rock's change? Insiders say it's unlike anything we've seen before. For years, his physique was the definition of unreal, something that could only exist in a superhero film, not real life. The level of muscle he maintained seemed impossible, too perfect, too extreme for someone who wasn't relying on some kind of extra help. And now the sudden loss of 50 pounds? It's not just raising eyebrows, it's making people question everything. Do you believe The Rock's weight loss is part of his acting journey, or is something else happening behind closed doors? Drop your theories below. The speed of The Rock's transformation has some experts wondering, could his previous bulk have been artificially maintained all along? Sources suggest that if someone were to use performance enhancers to build that much muscle, the body would likely go through extreme changes once those substances were stopped. What's more shocking? Could this be the real reason reason behind his sudden weight loss? What if the movie role explanation is just a smokescreen for something much deeper? It's a harsh reality check for fans who admired his image of perfect, relentless strength. And the deeper you look, the harder it becomes to separate fact from performance, literally and figuratively. For years, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was the face of charity, always the first to step up when there was a cause to support. His persona was untouchable, not just the strongest man in Hollywood, but also the most generous. But now, insiders say cracks are beginning to show in that image. In 2025, The Rock's once pristine public image took a hit after a massive charity scandal emerged.
And so we have created the People's Fund of Maui that will put money directly in the hands of the people who need it right now.
His foundation, which had long been a symbol of his good guy persona, faced backlash for allegedly mismanaging funds. The news spread like wildfire, and fans who once saw him as the ultimate role model started questioning whether they really knew him at all.
You're looking at $3.3 combined billion amongst two people asking us to give you money to give back to the people who lost their land that you bought. Girl, shut up.
It's not just the charity controversy that has people rethinking their loyalty. His public persona has started to crumble in ways that are impossible to ignore. The sudden weight loss, the rumors about his past, and now this scandal, it all feels like one big puzzle that's falling apart at the seams. How could someone who seemed so perfect for so long be hiding so much? It's a harsh reminder, even the biggest stars aren't immune to the reality of public trust. And when that trust shatters, everything they've built can come crashing down. The Rock's muscle mass was once the stuff of legends, something that seemed almost otherworldly. Insiders say there's been talk for years about how unnatural his physique looked.
There's not a fucking chance in hell he's clean. Not a chance in hell. As big as The Rock is, at 50?
Even by Hollywood standards, people have whispered about the possibility of performance enhancers being involved in his physical transformation. And now, with the rapid 50-pound loss, those whispers are only getting louder. Experts in the fitness world say that losing that much muscle in such a short period of time isn't normal. For someone who's been as massive as The Rock, the body doesn't just shed pounds like that unless it's forced to, like when the support of performance enhancers is suddenly taken away. So what's the truth here? Could he have been using something to maintain that impossible physique all along? And if so, what does that mean for everything we've seen up until now? The transformation could be telling a much darker story, one where the natural strength and muscle we admired might not have been as natural as we thought. The deeper you dig, the more questions arise. Was this transformation really just a simple movie role, or is there a much bigger, more complex reason for what we're seeing now? This might be the final piece to a puzzle we didn't even know was incomplete. The Rock's physical transformation isn't just about muscle, it's a symbol of the crushing weight of celebrity expectations. Sources say the pressure to maintain that impossible physique has been suffocating, especially in an industry where perfection isn't just expected, it's demanded. For years, The Rock has been the face of strength, success, and invincibility. But the truth is, no one can stay that way forever. Even icons like The Rock are human, and the toll of living up to that image can break anyone. Imagine this. For decades, every movie, every appearance, every endorsement was built on the idea that The Rock was the ultimate alpha. His massive muscles weren't just for show, they were a contract with the public, a promise that he would always be the strongest. But now, as those muscles shrink, insiders say the mental strain behind maintaining such an image is starting to show. It's not just about the body, it's about the mental fatigue of trying to meet impossible standards, even for someone who seems invincible. The question now isn't just about what happens to his body, it's about what happens when the weight of perfection becomes too much to bear. Can anyone, even The Rock, survive the constant battle with the expectations of celebrity? The answer might surprise you. So what's next for The Rock? Will he fight to rebuild his once unshakable image, or has the foundation finally cracked for good? Sources close to him suggest this physical shift could be the beginning of a new chapter, one where the expectations of the past no longer hold sway. As his body changes, so too might his career, and not just in terms of roles, but in his public identity. Was Dwayne Johnson's superhuman physique always natural, or is there something we've all missed for years? Let's hear your opinion in the comments. The Rock's next move could redefine everything we think we know about him. Will he lean into this leaner, more vulnerable version, embracing a more human, relatable side, or will he attempt to regain the massive, untouchable persona that has made him a cultural icon? Hollywood insiders say the pressure to maintain that perfect image is relentless, but there's a growing sense that The Rock may be ready to break free from the mold. This isn't just about muscles, it's about survival in the ever-changing world of fame. Can The Rock continue to evolve, or will this physical transformation be the tipping point that forces him to confront his own limits? One thing's for sure, what happens next could be his most surprising move yet, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. As The Rock's transformation continues to unfold, one thing is clear: no one is immune to the pressures of fame, perfection, and public expectations. What happens next could be a turning point, not just in his career, but in how we view celebrities and their very real struggles behind the scenes. The truth is, we may never fully know the whole story, but that doesn't stop us from piecing it together. The Rock's journey is just the latest chapter in the ongoing battle between image and reality, and we'll be right here to watch how it all plays out. If you're hooked on uncovering the untold stories behind your favorite stars, then you won't want to miss our deep dive into what you never knew about about a legendary movie cast. Trust me, it'll have you looking at everything through a whole new lens. And hey, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Black Spotlight family. We're just getting started, and there's much more where this came from. Don't miss the next eye-opening story. Click right here and let's uncover the truth together.